All right. Let's see what time we got as we're kicking off this stream at 9:08 p.m. Eastern. Today is August 28th. I'm back home. I will wait for a few people to show up onto the stream before we get really rolling here. Mets are 4-4 in the 6th. Yankees are 5-4 in the 5th. Phillies crushing Atlanta at the moment. Yep, that's right. Late night. Let's go. First man in. First man in. Mr. Jared Weiss. Okay. Not doing watch parties yet. That'll be coming at some point. Definitely gonna have a lot of ideas of how to flesh this thing out, how to do some other fun stuff. Really excited to get guests on here, hopefully very soon, if some things cooperate with me. But let's putz around a little bit here on this box score before a couple more people get on. See the box score. Who got crushed? Cal Quantrill, 3 1/3, 9 earned. No strikeouts, no walks. Just pouring it in there, and it's not working. And then Nola pitched. Got through 6, gave up 4. 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Got clipped for a homer. Who got him? Matt Olson. It happens. Let's go over there right now. Braves, Phillies. There's the Matt Olson homer. Let's see it. I mean, this game is already over when this happens, but still. Little curveball. 2-1, get me over Johnson, 101, 26. Okay, interesting base running play tonight from the Yankees. Okay, I'll have to check up on that. Brad says hi. Oh, man. Rest in peace, Rocky. R.I.P. Rocky. Fish died today. Over a year alive at the house. Got back off the trip today. And Rocky was no more. So, R.I.P. Rocky. All right. So that was the homer. What else happened in this game? How did these runs get scored? Quantrill. Okay, Schwarber. So also a curveball. So it was actually 3-0 Atlanta to start off this game. Okay, Schwarber is just hitting nukes. 111.7 at 25, 450 feet. Get out of town. Let's watch the whole at bat. So I just skipped ahead. Sorry about that.
In his career. That was back in 2022.
Cutter, backdoor down. Ball.
Sure, for Kyle, that seems like 3 months ago.
Wow, it's a strike. Also, scary pitch to even try that.
That's going to be.
He's going to go sinker, 2-0 sinker. 2-0 sinker up in the zone. Oh, man. Give me a better camera angle. There we go. He's lucky he got that pitch back. But I think that was a curveball. He hadn't even seen a curveball yet.
Still first in RBIs. And that one is smoked.
Man, I think it just popped a little bit out of the hand. Popped up a little bit.
Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. His 46th of the year.
All right.
It's his.
What else? JT.
Got working here.
First pitch
JT
fastball.
was 0 for 12 with 5 strikeouts against the Mets. And that one is
Phillies were
deep to left field.
probably a little bit angry with the way they played in New York versus the Metros. Last few days, getting swept. And yeah, it seems like all the boys are getting in on the action tonight. Cutter.
That one's whacked deep to
Destroyed.
right field. Acuna doesn't even move.
107.
Another
Second deck. Philly, that is way back there.
Towering shots.
This was I think he has a pretty good reaction on this one. Not a good feeling. As opposed to if you're Harper. Oh, Just routine. Just routine, isn't it? Oh, we got a triple. This ball hard, so he burns him. Yeah, 104 at 23.
Bader to center field. Well
Splitter,
struck.
right in the middle of the plate.
Harris,
Michael
back
Harris.
toward the wall, and it's off
Oh,
the wall.
doesn't want to air and ruin himself.
Bader's around second, heading to third. He's
Bader
on his
turns on the
way,
Jets.
and he will get there.
Triple. Nice. Trey Turner double.
Line drive into
Yeah, I
left
just
field.
don't like
Base hit. That's gonna go
change-ups
the
to Trey
wall.
Turner
Stott
in the
is
zone.
blazing
In zone
around
change-up,
third.
bad
He's
pitch.
heading
Corner
home.
change-up.
RBI
Similar
double
idea.
for Trey
Don't like
Turner.
that. Obviously, it's high, but oh my God, Schwarber hit another home. Oh, Schwarber hit 3 homers. See, this is what's great about not watching, is that now I find out everything in real time.
Just in
Okay,
the
so this
fourth
is a
inning.
left on left. Let's watch this at bat.
Pitch low,
86,
1-0.
8 down slider. All right, never seen this guy pitch, by the way. I haven't really watched Cox pitch at all. So slider, cutter,
Depot getting it done.
really high release, and curveball. Okay, makes sense. Arsenal makes sense.
Shows the kind
So
of
3-0.
ability he has this season.
Taken all the way. 3-1.
3-2.
Really good pitch. 3-2. So he's kind of done that sequence already twice in this at bat, like where he just goes like cutter, slider, curveball. So fastest, a little bit slower, a lot slower. Back to the top, a little bit slower, a lot slower. And now curveball. He's going to double up on the curveball. Uh-oh.
That one is drilled deep to right field toward the pole.
Right down the line.
Gone!
35
Second
degrees,
home run of
102.7.
the
So this is a
night.
clobber it, but at the same time,
This one a
he
two-run
sees 2 in a row.
shot.
He doesn't miss it.
40.
Dude, Schwarber has so many dingers this year.
That one is drilled
Oh
deep.
my God, he's so good. I have to skip ahead to the next one now. Off the same pitcher.
That baby.
Now Kyle has 2 home runs already.
Slider away. So if you're this dude now, you're like, okay, like, let's not throw him a hanging curveball. So fastball away. Yeah, I would do that again. He was kind of on that, but that pitch was weird. He's got crazy carry. It's just nuts how everybody in this league seems to have some outlier quality. So fastball's got crazy carry because you're looking at it and you're kind of wondering a little bit. I mean, 92, not crazy on the extension. Yeah, it's a very weird high arm angle, but I don't know. You always wonder, like, what's this guy got? Why is he in the show? 19.1 vert on the fastball, so he's getting a miss hit there from, you know, potential MVP this year. Cutter down away. Pretty easy take for Schwarber. In this game, he has seen the ball extremely well. No. And then four-seam fastball. So he's like, yeah, he's not coming back with the curveball.
That one's the opposite way. Profar's going back.
Wow.
It's carrying pretty well. It is gone.
Wow.
It's a
How many of those does he
three-home
have in his
run
career?
night.
101 at
It's
33?
his 4th one of his career.
The other way?
He decided to go oppo.
Kidding me?
15-3.
This is a weird swing, too. He just put barrel on it. But 3 homers. This guy's unreal right now. So that's 48. 48! Damn, that was cool. All right. How did you do against Schwarber during your career? All right, let's see. Let's see. No, not Otto Lopez. All right, and then splits. No. Finders versus batter. Dude, 3 homers in this game? Is this guy kidding me? Okay, never mind. It's probably not that many at-bats. I need to get rid of this screen. Go away, screen. What am I doing? Go away, screen. Go away, keyboard. Fuck off, keyboard. Sorry. It's that type of night. All right, Kyle Schwarber. It can't be that many at-bats. I guess I could probably search somewhere in here. Yep. Here we go. Yeah, get results. I know he got one hit up the middle off me. He definitely hit a homer off me, too. Yeah. Not good for me. Not good for the kid. Only 3 plate appearances, 2 hits. One was a homer. The other one was hit like a gazillion miles an hour. Dude, I think I actually remember the homer. It's a fastball. I bet it's on here. Mets, Phillies, 2022. This is early in the year before I went on my roll. We could watch it. Sure. All right, Mets, Phillies, 2022. It was early in the year. Phillies at Mets. Maybe this game? Nope. Damn. Mets, Phillies, 2022. Phillies at Mets, maybe it's this game. Yep, this is it. Kyle Schwarber homers off me. Let's watch the at-bat. I mean, 96 away. That's a pretty good pitch. As you can see, though, I have no vert. So 13.1. Not impressive. Not impressive. But, yeah, 96, so I get away. 1-0 game, by the way, here in the 7th. Change up. It's actually a good change up by me, except for the location's dog shit. And then we go to pick-off attempt. That's funny. Let's watch this. Yep, telegraph that one. And then change up in the dirt. Okay, good metric.
1-1 to Schwarber.
Yep, terrible command of that pitch. Ball. And then now I just go back to the fastball.
2-1.
Don't even try to throw him a breaking ball. And I missed down with it.
Nimmo goes back, takes a look, but that ball's out of here.
109.5 at 24. And Rhys Hoskins likes it a little too much for my taste, to be honest with you. Buck's not thrilled. Hef's not thrilled. I'm not thrilled. The Mets fans probably aren't thrilled. Yeah, fastball middle down. So he got me right here.
2-1.
And Schwarber launches one deep right center. Yeah.
I was teammates with Kyle on the Red Sox. We were homies for a little while. And I remember in 2018 wildcard game when I pitched against the Cubs, I got myself in deep doo-doo in the 7th inning, and I was they pinch hit Hayward to face me with bases loaded. And instead of Schwarber, and I always remember telling him, like, I don't understand why you didn't hit in that situation. Like, I literally don't understand that. You're a much worse matchup for me. And I don't think he liked it because I think he agreed. All right, what else? How big of a factor are pitching machines like Traject? I think some teams take it more seriously than others. The Mets seem to me like guys would use it to get timing off of a pitcher, or sometimes just to see the shape of the pitches. But it doesn't change for extension. So that's one missing component. Like it'll show you the arm angle, it'll show you the shape of the pitch. Does a really good job of that. Obviously, you're seeing the timing. The timing that the pitcher has, the cadence, you can kind of measure that. If you're facing a guy like Corbin Burns, I've stood back there and seen the ball kind of coming out of his slot with his like cut on it. So it's cool to see that. But I think the big breakthrough is I think now they figured out how to have balls to use with the Traject that don't hurt your hands. So they come out and to do everything the same. You can swing, get blown up. And like I think that's really helpful. So I think the teams that practice like that, that's probably an advantage. Kind of sucks for the pitchers in this scenario, but we have so many other advantages. Like, I don't know. I just don't know where this all goes. It is kind of wild that they can just take your image and just like plaster it up there and like let people hit off you. Like Trevor Story sent me a video. Let me see if I can pull it up. A couple years ago of him hitting a home run off me on the Traject. And it's a good one. Yeah, here it is. Oh, man. Hold on, I gotta play that again. But that's me on the Traject. And he's hitting a home run and pimping it off me. So he thought that was a funny thing to send me. But yeah. All right, let's get this disgusting, heinous appearance by Ottavino off of the iPad, like, really fast. We can't. I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that anymore. He kind of owned me in the 3 times that we faced each other. That's facts. All right. What else happened tonight? So it's still 4-4 in this. Oh, Miami just took the lead on the Metros. Yankees still winning. All right. So what I really wanted to do, we can catch up with those games later. What I really wanted to do is I want to look at Crochet. Because he has a good shot at winning the Cy Young. I really think so. It's getting close between him and Skubal. Now, none of the stats are going to update right now. Like, I'm not going to have like a brand new, fresh baseball reference page where I can, look at them head to head, or baseball savant page. But I can break down what he did do during this game, and then we can go watch it. He pitched 6 innings. It's another great start. He's been so damn consistent, and I've been so damn impressed. And I know that I've doubted it at times just because scientifically, the workload stuff feels dangerous to me. But I can't discount that Red Sox training staff. And I've been meaning to write Brandon Henry and find out who's working with Crochet this year. Because my guy B. Hen over there is one of the trainers. And he was the one that worked with me when I was the Red Sox. And he kind of he would work. They have so many trainers, but the Red Sox, more than other teams, have a lot of really, really good hands-on, everyday work with guys type of, people. Get their hands on you, kind of learn you, figure out how to keep you out there. So somebody's doing that with Crochet. It might be my guy Brandon. It could be Dolo. There's a lot of guys in that training room, Cooch, that are, Masai. There's a lot of guys in that training room that could be helping him out. So anyway, he's doing it, and he's chasing down the Cy Young, and the Red Sox are in the thick of this thing, and they have a vibe, and he pitched today, and he's a big part of their vibe. He comes out there with a lot of I'm like the alpha out here. I'm the baddest dude out here. So anyway, today he actually threw 32 cutters, 26 sweepers, and then his fastball, his fastballs that he's now using a lot of 4-seam and sinker, were the next 2 usage pitches. The velo was good today. It was up. He averaged 97 on his 4-seam, 96.5 on his sinker. Threw 3 changeups. Doesn't seem like that played a huge factor. He got whiffs on cutters, sweepers, fastballs. Zone percentage is good. They didn't hit him very hard today. And so let's just watch it and see what he's got going on. Because we really haven't locked in on a full Garrett Crochet start yet. So let's lock in on the one from today because he's getting closer to Skubal. It's awfully tight right now. It really, really is. All right. So we'll speed watch this one a little bit.
His arsenal.
So he had the locker next to me in spring. He's a mammoth, monster of a man, first of all. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. He has the big leg kick. He ties the pant leg real tight there at the bottom, into a cuff. So he's got his own style. He's not afraid to be himself. And he's a very confident guy. For a guy who dealt with a lot of weird stuff the first few years of his career, his mindset was in a great spot coming to spring. So I noticed that right away. All right, so he gives up a hit here on a fastball.
Just kind of give you an idea.
Kind of an up fastball. Usually a safe pitch for him. So good swing by the batter, Jackson. And then he actually hits Gunnar on a 1-1 sinker in. Okay, so this has become part of his game too, is running sinkers in on lefties. And also, when he hits you, he's not going to let you know that was a mistake. He's just going to be like, shouldn't have been standing there, my man. And that's just kind of the way his aura is out there, his energy is out there, is just very aggressive, very dominating. All right, so now Mountcastle, 4-pitch strikeout. Finish him with the sweeper. That's a huge banger for him. Negative 20.4. I do not believe that's anywhere close to what he normally averages, but that's a nasty pitch with huge break. And it's also so much slower than his fastball. If you're averaging 97 on your fastball and then your sweeper is 81.4, it's really hard to be on time for both of those things. Really, really hard. So there's a big strikeout in the first. And Manuel Rivera.
Into the 5 spot.
Gonna get him with a fastball. Gets it up. Does put it in play, but can't really do much with that, so he flies out, so he's out of the first inning. Second inning, he's going to start going here. Gets Cowser with the sweeper.
Well, just like his
front door right down the middle, so probably the first pitch he saw like that in that at-bat. Now Kobe Mayo.
Right now
he's going to get out on a sweeper. I saw a quote today where Greg Maddux was basically talking about how nobody can really reliably measure the speed of something coming towards them with any sort of consistent accuracy. And that's why he believed the most in changing speeds as his pitching philosophy. And after like reading the quote and thinking about it a little bit in my own mind, it's certainly at least first or second most important thing.
Fly ball to center field. Eaton will get there and end a 1-2-3 inning.
All right, so here's a cutter down. Now, this is a pitch that I would watch him throw in spring, and I often felt like they would go to it a lot, even early in the count for contact. And I just worry sometimes about mistakes with cutters becoming a lot of slug, but it really hasn't, for the most part, hurt him at all. It's acted as a really good bridge pitch between his two fastballs and his slower breaking ball. All right, third inning, gives up the homer. So this is the one run. Fastball, 2-2 fastball.
Jackson launches one up in
damn
the
good
air
swing.
here, left center field, at the wall, and gone!
So nice swing there. That actually tied the game at the time. But he's so unbothered. He's like, okay, I'll just flip the order and I'll get this guy out on a first pitch.
Now Jackson Holiday right
Yep, gets
past
Jackson
Crochet's
Holiday off the end,
left
right to
hands.
Story. Now he's going to come back and punch out this guy, Jeremiah Jackson. Kind of an up backdoor accidental cutter, but the big thing about his style of pitching is it's just a pound the zone style. He does go more to the edges and he is mixing it up. His mix has grown. It's gotten better. I really like the sinker. I like how, you've seen in some starts how he can dominate with fastballs, and some starts he can dominate with slow stuff like we're seeing today. A lot more slow stuff. Seems to have a much better feel than you'd ever give him credit for. But I do think back to last year. He pitched a game against the Mets. We actually really needed to win. We needed to sweep the White Sox. And he pitched the final game of the series, and he threw like 4 almost perfect innings to start off the game. I think Lindor did hit a home run, and then they took him out because of pitch count. And I remember all the hitters, particularly Iglesias and JD Martinez, were saying that it was special. Like his stuff was special. So you listen when a veteran says that. Anyway, so he Holiday ground out, Jackson strikeout, Gunner pop out.
On one to Henderson, who was hit by
sweeper
a pitch to
again.
the back elbow.
You can see he's out front on it. He's more early because that pitch is down the middle.
Rafaela is under it.
If you throw this pitch to Gunner and he's looking for it, the pitch is crushed.
Pops up
But he's out front on it, so that's another value of the speed change. Huge. All right, fourth inning. He's going to start off the inning with 2 singles.
Between you there, I couldn't catch that. Nobody. It was
Now
just an
Castle
open locker.
He had 2.
pulls the hands in nice on a cutter. Good swing. Cutter doesn't seem as fast to me as it did earlier in other starts. Manuel Rivera, single. First pitch fastball. Fastball, too.
Man on for the second straight time, and they got the second man on
All
as
right,
well.
so now he needs to bear down. Cowser.
It's actually
First
been
pitch
his
sinker
worst
in, goes
this
right back to it.
Cowser
Blows him
got
up.
one, breaks his bat.
Kind of a double play ball, but
Rafaela
because of
had
the
no chance at
the
first.
alignment and the this kind of sucks. It's one thing that sucks about the shift. This is a tailor-made double play ball, but Rafaela is like a mile over in the hole, and Story had to go make a weird angle on it because you can see the alignment. Rafaela is way. Hold on, let me get the yellow so you can see. Rafaela is way over here, man. Like he's guarding the hole here with first and second. Story's pinch up the middle. Ball blows him up. So Story has to retreat. And at the time he catches the ball, Rafael is nowhere near the bag. So now he has to kind of fillet the throw a little bit to kind of give him a chance to get there. And he has no choice but to field it on the run. So he can't get in position to make the play because he has to run so far that he can't slow himself down. And we used to see this a lot with the shift, and this is one thing that sucks. Like, if you're a guy that's just a double play ground ball guy, you need guys in double play depth. Double play balls are gold. You cannot waste them. Anyway, that's my soapbox on that. So then he had Kobe Mayo first and third.
Out of manufacture. I mean, watch him
Cutter.
pick his leg up. He just gently picks it up and rocks it slightly back.
Great cutter this time. 91 up in, gets the pop up. We talked a little bit about man on pitching with man on third, less than 2 outs strategy with the man on third, and you're a fly ball pitcher. I might have said that in circles a couple times. But you're a fly ball pitcher, man on third, less than 2 outs, right? Infield back. How are you going to, or even infield in, but you're a fly ball pitcher. How are you going to stop that run from scoring besides striking the batter out? What kind of contact do you need? Well, you need a weak pop-up, right? You have to lean into that tendency. And how do you get it? A lot of up and in, a lot of balls with vert. Try to get the guy to scoop under it just enough. And this one ties him up perfectly. Good cutter up and in. That'll do the trick. So perfect execution to get that out. That's a specialty type of out. And then he seals the deal with a 7-pitch strikeout of Dylan Carlson.
2 in scoring position for Carlson, who strikes out. Went to the
big pitch. Perfect execution. You can see this ball just appears to move more late. I know we don't have a great camera angle of this, but just swings over top like he doesn't see the movement in it. Man, 5th inning was wild. What happened in this 5th inning? Hit batter. In the head.
Goodness.
The guy who hit a homer off you, so that doesn't look good. Obviously, he's not doing that. It's 0-2 pitch. But that'll dome you up. So, okay, so he hits a guy, and then Jackson Holliday, you maniac. You swing at the first pitch after that.
Jackson Holliday,
and again, weird alignment. Creates a hit. The sinker is creating that type of ground ball. What's the horizontal on the cutter? It's been varying a little bit, but in this game it was averaged 5, but between 1 and 8 on the cutter in this game. So then that was a single, and then here's a double. So first and second.
2-hit batsman.
Actually, he gives up another run in this game. This is where it is. Cutter. This one had 7.5 inches of horizontal. Kind of chops it down the line. Kind of sucks. Where's Bregman playing? Pretty shallow. Yeah, just perfect placement. All right, so then he has to bear down again. Gunnar Henderson. Really nice sweeper. See you later. And then Mountcastle lines into this double play, and this probably saved the game. Let's see how lucky, or see how lucky this is. Oh, it's not lucky. It's a fantastic play by Story. Very lucky for Crochet. But holy cow, Story. How hard is this ball hit? Only 84, but they're in. And he gets the double play out of it. Oh, they could have had triple play. If you're an Orioles player, that's miserable. So, huge benefactor there. It does seal the deal with a 1-2-3 6th inning, though.
I'm doing my scouting.
A lot of outs on sweeper. A lot of outs on sweeper in this game.
It's not much more than a coin flip.
Very interesting.
Cy Young odds.
Another one here, painted. Cowser, bad matchup for Cowser. Kobe Mayo.
This next one.
So there's a lot of cutter, middle cutter that he gets away with. So something about the way he comes down the mound closed, the weird high leg kick. I mean, the leg kick is strange. He stays really closed for a long time. This move right here, like he's sideways still. He's still sideways. You know, and then it all just kind of comes around that. He does a really good job of that. Also interesting, and I would talk to him about this. This is one of his cues. The angle of, I talk a lot about shoulder angles. His shoulder angle is down. He's going down with it. like, I was known for going up with it, and then a lot of people just believe in being flat with it. You know, they want you to be super flat, but he's going downward. But that was one of his cues. It was like kind of like shoulder down, angle over, head, like keep that eye on the target downrange and just let it rip to that target to like this where he wants to start the pitch. But he does it's just an interesting like way to load too, like with this big leg kick. And then that back leg just kind of falls and he catches all the momentum here. And it's a good timing, you know. He doesn't overstride. And, you know, he's big. And wham. But you can really see it from the broadcast camera even too. Like that, look at that stride. He lands across his body, but he still gets to squared up with the front foot pretty good. Like the direction of this toe is still, I feel like the energy is still pretty close to the plate. A lot of guys who step cross body, myself included, the toe energy will be more this direction still, you know, but his is more still trending towards the plate. So I think that has something to do with it. The deception is such a tough thing to measure. That's why I love talking to the hitters. I mean, sometimes it just comes down to this guy's big as hell. Like I remember asking somebody about Kenley Jansen and the cutter. I mean, because he used to just come in and strike everybody out every time when he was on the Dodgers and I was on the Rockies, and it would just be like, da 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 da. Friggin' every single guy he strikes out, they do the da 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 da. He's doing that 3 times every 9th inning. I mean, we got him a little bit, but for the most part, I would say, what is the deal? Like the cutter, this is before the numbers, right? We didn't know that he had insane vert on his cutter with insane amounts of cut from an insane amount of extension. But they said the delivery is slow as shit. It's hard to time. And the second part of it is he's just huge. Like it's this huge body coming at you. It's like very hard to orient and find the ball in the right manner. So sometimes it's as simple as that. And with Crochet, I think he's got a lot of that going on.
3 his last time out to get through.
So anyway, just a ho-hum outing, you know, for Crochet today. Let's see what the official box score was for this outing. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. So again, it's the no walks, you know. I mean, you know, he's right there. 14-5 with a 2.4 through 27 starts. I don't even know if that counts today, but he's at 172 1/3, not slowing down. It's really amazing. On the year, 4-seam, then cutter, then sweeper, then sinker, then changeup. So, yeah, he definitely threw less 4-seamers that last game. And on the year, the 4-seam is actually his worst pitch by run value, which is insane when you have a 30% whiff rate on your fastball, which is way above average. But it just speaks to how good the cutter and the sweeper have been, man. He's a fascinating pitcher to learn more about. You know, he really is. He's evolved a lot. I mean, look at 2021, 56-degree arm angle. Now he's back to where he was. So 2020, I believe, is that first year he gets drafted, gets put right up there or whatever. 38-degree arm angle. Doesn't return to that spot until his breakout year, 2024. So injuries or bad coaching or a combination of both or bad personal coaching decisions really screwed him up for a little while there. And he didn't pitch in 2022. So injuries are obviously a part of that. I really want to reiterate when we talk about Crochet, it's so fascinating just how little he had pitched before last season. Right? So he makes it to the big leagues like the year he's drafted. He's like the first guy up, and he throws in 5 games. That's 2020. That's the fake season. And then 2021, he pitches in 54 games out of the pen, and he's really good. He's really, really good. 2.82. He was a part of a stacked bullpen that year. The White Sox 2021 bullpen had some flamethrowers that year. So he didn't get any saves or anything, but he was a really good contributor. Then he misses all of 22, comes back in 23 for only 13 games out of the pen, 13 walks, 12 strikeouts. So that's just him getting back. And then the next year they're like, you know what, you're healthy. And I know you've barely pitched in 2 years. And really barely pitched in 4 years. When your career high is 54 innings in a 4-year span. And then the next year they're like, you're going to start. That's a crazy decision to make. But they made it, and it paid off. And I kind of love it. Don't put a ceiling on the guy. You know talent when you see it. And I know a lot of the metrics probably showed a lot of stuff too. Like we just don't think anybody can hit this guy ever. Have him throw the ball over the plate. But this year he's been just as good as last year. In a lot of ways. Honestly, better. Less walks, considering the innings, more strikeouts. Well, no, he struck out the world last year too. But it's really been amazing. Yeah, so that was through 26 starts. That means today was the 27th start. So this ERA is updated. 14-5, 2.4 through 27 starts. Doing it. Doing it. What else we got here in the chat? How did he go from plus 21 to negative 4 on the 4-seam? I mean, that's a crazy question. Is there any difference in the movement? Is there any difference in the movement? Let's see. 2024, 15.6 on the fastball. This year, 15.9. It's got even more. It's the same amount of run, even more ride, barely, but more. And then that makes no sense on that level. We said the arm angle was about the same. I mean, it's not like they're crushing it. I mean, it's basically a neutral pitch still, but for him, it really stands out because the other pitches are all crushing it. Do I have him or Skubal for Cy Young? I guess that's the question now. The door's opened. They're awfully close. There was some stuff in the research packet I had earlier from today. Let's see about this very topic. No. This is not. Sorry, guys. 1 second. What's today? Is today Wednesday? Oh, no, I deleted it. Whatever. It was basically showing how close they are now. And it's gotten awfully close. Skubal let him back in. We can go ahead and contrast these two. Tarek Skubal. And really, I mean, he threw great the last game as well, but then he just gave up that grand slam. So Scoobs has the better ERA, barely. 2.28 to 2.4. Crochet's right now got him in wins, got him in innings. Strikeouts, it's Skubal. Whip, it's, I think, Skubal. Yeah, it's Skubal by a lot in whip. And to me, whip is insane. Yeah, we already watched Crochet pitch, Mike, and he was good. Threw a lot of sweepers. It was interesting. He just keeps going. Talked a little bit about what's been impressive, and that the gap has closed. It's awfully close now. Let's see what Fangraphs has to say. Now, Crochet pitched today. This isn't going to be updated. And it had Skubal with a decent advantage in WAR. Coming into this start, Crochet's ERA did go up a little bit, but his WAR will go up a little bit with this start as well. He'll probably leapfrog Paul Skeens for a moment. I don't know. It's still close. I'm not saying that I have him over Skubal yet. I don't. But he's also he's closed the gap quite a bit, and it's right there. It's right there. Whoever finishes harder and better in September is going to win it between those two guys. I think it's officially a two-man race. Hunter Brown's pretty far behind now. Framber, Max Fried fell off the pace. Yeah, it's a wrap. Skubal or Crochet, and in the National League, it seems like it's pretty much a lock for Skeens, who's a freaking absurd joke of a baseball player. Can't believe it. It's just like, you've played 2 years in the big leagues and you started 2 All-Star games. I still can't get over that. Okay, what do we got? So, Miami 7-4, Yankees 6-4. Saw the Giants beat the Cubbies in the 9th today. Schwarber hit a 4th homer. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Is it off a position player? I really hope not. Oh, that's not today. Who'd they play? It's Atlanta. Atlanta and Philly. Sorry. No. Off Suero? All right, let's watch it. First pitch cutter. Crowd's on their feet for this. This is sick. So it takes all the way. Oh, don't throw that again. Change up.
Inside 1-1.
Big time pull. Suero's been around a while. Used to be on the Nats. Change up. Good pitch. Oh man, so after this swing, I'm just guessing they probably stick with it. I'd be tempted to stick with it. Seems like you have him way out front. Seems to me like the fastball would be a really bad idea. Let's see. They do stick with it. So let's see what happens, how he gets him.
1-2. That one's drilled deep to right.
Well, he just pulls it down the middle. And Schwarber completely adjusted and stayed back. 109, 108.9 at 24 for number 49, 4-homer game. Are you kidding me? God, it's just a flick of the wrist. Oh, Harper loves it. Harper comes over the top rail so fast. I mean, that's good shit. That's good teammate shit. But anyway, he smushes this ball. He just pulls the changeup down in.
That one's drilled deep to right field.
And he's so quick to the ball right now. So in this game, he hit one 108.9.
Still first in RBI.
111.7. This one is murder. It'd be an honor to give up a home run that far. And then Cox gets him twice, all over everything he threw. Here's a curveball.
That one is drilled deep
right down the line. This one not as hard, 102.7. Just missed it. Then gets him the second time. This one is the weird one to left field at 101, but maybe the more impressive one of the night. Off the plate away, one hands it the other way. He's on absolutely everything. He's got 49 homers. This is going to take his WAR up and his paycheck up even higher after this year. Some 0 for 30 before this game. Well, they figured it out in the cage. Kevin Long strikes again. Kevin Long strikes again. Kyle Schwarber. They haven't even updated to the 49th homer. Correction, sir. I've got 49 of those. I mean, he was already 100th percentile hard hit, and I saw something where that's like crazy because I guess Judge wins that every year. Yeah, he did have an at-bat for a 5th. Why did I think of watching that? You're so right. Oh, it's versus Bruhan. This is probably the toughest guy to do it off of, too. A position player.
9 RBIs.
He swung hard, but popped it up. He would have taken it. He would have taken it. Hold on. Just want to see the smile. Just want to see the smile. Yeah, minimal smile, honestly. He wanted it. I love it. He was swinging hard. Call SVU. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous, Jared. Okay, quick question back here from Keen Lonergan. Who do you think the Jays should put out for Game 1 playoff start? My God, what a question. Let's find out. Leaderboards. Team. Blue Jays. No. Okay, Scherzer's in there. Okay, By this measure, it says Gausman. Barely. Barely over Hoffman or Scherzer. I don't think you can make much of an argument for Bass. He'll give you a good performance. But Berrios, all right. So this is where they rank in this. Now, how are they actually pitching? Gausman has got a 3.87. Scherzer, who's actually been quite good of late, 3.82. Bassett, 4.14. Berrios, 3.95, but clearly much worse expected numbers. Bowden Francis is out. Shane Bieber. I got to watch him pitch again because didn't he get pushed back to tomorrow? So I have to make sure he's healthy. One is stupid. 25 is too little though. But Shane Bieber, but it's only one game. We got to stay tuned. It could be Shane Bieber. Scherzer because of experience. I understand that argument. I really do. It depends on the matchup, but maybe I don't know. Whoever is finishing the strongest of this group, really, you don't have to decide this yet. But they do have a lot of guys who can be rolling at this point. Like that is very, very possible. I've been getting texts about errors in the Mets game. Anybody know anything about that? How is Gausman pitching? Let's look at Gausman. He's such an interesting pitcher because he's mostly a two-pitch guy. You know, the four seam and the split. 9% sliders this year. It's kind of a bullet slider. His approach works though. He doesn't walk you. I feel like you can. It's just like you look at these locations. He spams the fastball down the middle with a lot of low fastballs, and then the split is just always right below the zone. So he really has one pitch that he wants to throw in the zone. That's the fastball. Makes me nervous in a playoff game a little bit. Does Gausman have playoff experience? Probably. I mean, this probably doesn't mean anything either. But yeah, he's pitched in 8 games. He's got a 4.91. Started 3 games, and he did not do very great. He gave up 4 runs, and 3 runs in his starts. But you can't hold it against him. You just got to see that the rotation is very, very, very deep. It should be noted that I don't think Scherzer has been quite as good in the playoffs. Let's see. Mad Max, 3.78 career playoff ERA in 30 games, 25 starts. I mean, it's respectable. It's actually really good. Still striking out almost 11 batters per 9 in playoff baseball. And he's had some absolute gems, But, career regular season, 3.17 ERA. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy there. Bieber, like I said, I mean, shit. He pitched the one game. I thought he looked unreal. But it was one game. So we don't react to one game too often in the big leagues. Which is a point that I want to make for tomorrow. Because tomorrow we have a double debut situation going on tomorrow. 2 guys that came on very, very fast to suddenly make their major league debuts and start for teams in the pennant hunt. One is Jonah Tong. We've known about him for a few days. So his start, no matter what happens, I'll be breaking it down. And then now with this other guy, Peyton Tolle, big lefty, big mustache, drafted last year from TCU, will be pitching for the Red Sox tomorrow. So 2 guys that just kind of blew through the minor leagues this year. Doing their thing. I'm very excited to take a look at these guys. I don't know how to look for this guy on Baseball Reference because he's not there yet. What's his name again? Peyton Tolle. Anyway, these dudes are coming up, and it's like, I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to break it down, and I'm very excited to break it down, and I'm going to tell you a lot about what I see and what I think. But it's one game. It's a snapshot. It's at the very beginning of these guys' major league journeys. They're not going to be this pitcher for long. I mean, this exact pitcher. They might be representative version of this pitcher for a while, but look no further than all the guys who've recently, Peyton Toll, all the guys who have recently debuted. You know, it's the same deal. Like, they are who they are until they aren't anymore, and that's pitching. But I love debuts, and I love to get a sense for these guys, and I'm fired up to watch both of them, and I'm going to try to make a video on both of them and put those out tomorrow night. Tomorrow's live stream is on MLB, 10:30. Don't know what we're going to talk about there yet. That's why I don't want to go too far in depth with all the games that are going on right now. I need to have some ammunition for tomorrow's stream. But that being said, there are some games going on that I am curious about. Miami, Yankees. So Philly crushes Schwarber 4 homers. That was electric. Crochet and company do their thing with the Red Sox. Houston and Colorado. Doesn't even click on it right now. Arizona and Milwaukee. Arizona beat Milwaukee. St. Louis 4-1. And the Giants. We can maybe watch the Giants a little bit. We do have a little info in the chat, though. Real quick, by the way, on the Mets errors, throwing error by Alonso in the 8th tied the game, Nimmo throwing error, and then there was a pass ball that led to another scoring opportunity. Maybe I should actually watch that. That's in the 8th inning. Oh no, Mets, oh no. But let me answer this other question first, really quick. It's so weird how sometimes it's hard. Adam, do you think starting pitchers' high pitch count is due to terrible umpiring this season? I have really no idea about terrible umpiring. I do think, to your point, that I think you're maybe getting at is they need the challenge system, and I do think they do need that, and I think they will have that by next year. So you'll see big pitches throughout the season that will be challenged, and we'll get those calls right at least. So that is a very positive thing for baseball in my mind. Okay. Sorry, 7th. That's fine. That's fine. We didn't even go there yet. Mets and Fish from Citi Field. 7th inning. So it was Soto. Gregory Soto was in the game. Home started this game. Stanek came in. Walk, double play. Sick. And then Soto. So single. See what happens here. At this moment, the Mets have the lead, I believe. Nope, it's tied 4-4. Marcy, first pitch single up the middle. The one time you don't put the guy up the middle. And then here's a fielding error right here. Let's see it.
2-2 coming. Broken back grounder down to Alonso.
Oh, also on the transfer.
Past Soto and everybody's safe.
Huh. This is why not that I'm the best fielder, but this is why I don't love fielding the ball with two hands all the time. Weird stuff like that can happen. He dropped the hammer with the top hand, with the bare hand, and he kind of overshoots it a little bit with the fingers and muffs it around a little bit. And in this case, I don't know why he's even going a second here. This might be a tough play. I mean, I know guys, oh no, he should make this play. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see it again. All right, so he has it. Yeah, he had plenty of time. The runner does shift to the inside, if you notice. This is a good job by the runner. He stays in the baseline here, but watch this dude. He kind of like trims inward a little bit. That would change the angle of Pete's throw, make it a tougher throw. To me, this is a really tough throw. If I'm pitching, I want you to take the out here. But yeah, the two-hand approach kind of muffs this ball. And he just messes it up. And it was a physical error, not a mental error, I think, here. If you want to criticize the mental part of it, I guess it would be that maybe just take the out. That's hindsight. He's trying to make a play. So now first and second. And then now they're going to get a hit. Slider.
2-2. And Ramirez lines
middle slider. Smack. 115.2. And then Nimmo muffs it in the outfield. So, yeah, 115.2, he probably would not have scored. What happened out there? Oh, my God. You know what? You know what, guys? This ball was crushed. We'd be on, like, look at how aggressive. He just knocked it down. I agree, it did not look good. It did not look graceful, but that ball looked like it had a mind of its own. The ball was rocketed. Look how hard he hits this thing.
2-2.
And Ramirez lines it just past the glove of Lindor.
Yeah, and it whacks Nimmo like in the wrist, like very hard. 150. This is one of the harder balls you'll ever see hit. Now, were they gonna not? This ball's hit so hard that that's why you would think the runner would not have scored. Yeah, and he had to hold up, and he would not have scored. But then they wheel him around late when he muffs it, and then the relay was kind of bad too. He didn't have any momentum when Nimmo messed up the ball. When he messed up blocking the ball. After I do think it snaked up on him a little bit, he didn't have any chance to get anything behind the throw here either. This is problem number 2. So then he has to just get rid of it, and when he gets rid of it, he can't really throw it as far, so then Lindor has to become the double cut. See, Beatty's supposed to be the cut here, way back here, but Lindor has to go get this ball because Nimmo can't reach him, and then you got no shot anyway, so two mistakes there. And then I think there's a pass ball in here, maybe. Yeah, maybe right here.
Still nobody out.
And Wagaman takes shuffle back.
That one
yeah, right here, they kind of cuts a sinker really weird.
So another mistake by the Mets. Sanger.
And this ball handcuffs Sanger.
That one pops away from Sanger and the runners.
I mean, again, it's just like a weird thing. Like, then he gives up a hit. This was just an inning from hell. Inning from hell.
And Lopez breaks
his broken bat. Pretty good effort by McNeil, but good running by the runner. Yeah, I mean, look at the face. I mean, inning from hell. That's what inning from hell looks like. All right, here's the play again.
Beat the play. What is the direction? It's to the left of McNeil. So he had
oh my God, and he almost kills the pitcher. Like, there's so much going on here. Like, he hits it. The ball, part of the bat goes flying. Pete dives. What is Pete doing? Pete, where are you going, my guy? Pete dives. McNeil catches it. Soto's going to cover first. That's what he's supposed to do. So then for a moment there, he's in the way. Jeff throws it on the run. Makes a pretty good throw. But still not in time. So that's pretty disheartening play.
And Lopez breaks his back.
Tough night for the Mets.
Come home with it for the tag play. Save. Second.
And then Herget came in, sack fly, fly out, fly out. Okay, so that kind of flipped the game from what we've seen. I think they're still playing though. Yeah, they're in the bottom of the ninth. So not looking good. That inning did not help. All right. Weird inning, though. I mean, just a lot of... It's not crisp, but that ball was hit so hard to Nimmo, and I think that ball snaked a little bit or something. Yes, baseball is a funny sport. Sometimes things go from bad to worse out of nowhere. There are errors where you kind of have to laugh at yourself. Yeah, there are. There really are. You can look so bad in baseball. You really can. Marlins are tasty. No, I don't think they ate the Marlins. Yep, feisty fish. That's right. I said that yesterday. They are a little feisty. And then we got... I'm trying to look in this chat here, but this thing's being annoying. Yeah, so the way that the those patterns in the outfield grass can change direction. I mean, yeah, sometimes you see a ball snaking and it's crazy. Like during BP, you'll be out there and there's a ground ball that's coming to you and you're going to feel it. And the ball will literally be going like this in the grass. Like just changing direction all the way to you. And it's really freaky. So that's real. I don't think you see it as much on a lot of the new fields, but it's still a thing. Yeah, it is very trippy the first time you see it. 100%. Okay. That was that. Yankees, try not to watch it. Maybe there's something there to watch I can watch tomorrow. Giants, Cubs, man, don't think so. Jonah Tong, Peyton Toll tomorrow. Very excited for those two guys to pitch. What else we got in the chat? Marlins are a couple moves away from being more present in the division, more of a force, should I say. You can never count the Marlins out. I really believe it. They are, I mean, it's just tough because they recycle their players so fast. They're in that mode, but they've won 2 championships. You don't have to agree with the way they went about it, but they won in 97 and 03. And they have real fans there. They just don't go to the games. Baseball's huge in South Florida. And then on top of that, they've just always had good pitchers. Every time you play them, they have good pitchers. So that'll probably poke its head out again. It's a great place to pitch. I always felt like you can sneak up on some teams playing in Miami at home. A lot of people's families go to Miami. People want to go out. They want to do the whole Miami thing. You show up, you might not be ready to play. I mean, these are all small things. Guys are pros. They're mostly ready to play. But, you know, there's little things that can throw 1 or 2 guys off. That can be a thing over a large sample. Are we sure the Giants are out of the Are we sure the Giants are out of the race for the wild card? Let's find out. Where are they now? Are they close? They've won 5 in a row. They swept the Cubs, and they're 6.5 out. Mets just lost this game, right? So they'll be 6 out now. Okay. I mean, they're not out of it. I mean, I know this because I was a Memphis Redbird in 2011 when the Cardinals were like 10 games out, right around now, and they won the World Series. So, and I didn't get to be a part of it, which sucked balls. But, so they can still come back. They have good players, but it's probably unlikely. You know, that's what the numbers would say. It's unlikely. They haven't been very good. They're 2 games under 500. For fun, let's go ahead and look at the some of the players on the Giants and just see who's doing what this year. On a pitching standpoint, the 9 guys that have qualified, that's a sad amount of only 9. Pretty good. Pretty good. Randy Rodriguez has been a revelation. Ryan Walker. Robbie Ray's been good. Logan Webb's been really good. Buto's been fine since he got over there, I believe. Landon Roop, you know, Verlander has had a tough year, but he's pitched better lately. 4.47 ERA. Could be a lot worse. Let's see the hitters. I bet you that will not be pretty. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. And, you know, Devers is what they got and what they needed, I thought. And he has swung it a little better the last few days, I believe. But, yeah, overall, it's hard to carry the whole offense, and he really hasn't. He's been a lot worse player since he's been there instead of Fenway. Chapman, Adames, Jung-Hoo Lee, Helio Ramos has not been what he was last year. That's a little unfortunate for them. Wilmer Flores is typically really good. Patrick Bailey has not hit. Defensively, they have some dudes. They definitely have some dudes. Tough. It's tough. It's tough. I really like the Devers move. I thought that was going to propel them. But I don't know. Maybe we'll see a late push. Maybe we'll see a late push. Okay, so now we're getting some info on the schedule. Baltimore, at Colorado, at St. Louis, Arizona. You know, now we're doing the Chris Russo thing. We're doing the Mad Dog thing. We're looking ahead to the schedule and we're just marking wins in their column. You can see a path to it. I'll tell you that, but you gotta do it though. Got to go out there and do it. They're 2 games under 500, so this would be a departure from the norm for the 2025 Giants. So we'll see. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up. I'm tired. We're back home. Kids got school tomorrow. Stream tomorrow 10:30 on MLB. And then I'll be on MLB Now for my little segment after that. Yeah, I think that's about it. And then I'm really excited for those 2 games. These are the pitchers for tomorrow. Let's do that real quick. Thanks for everybody hanging with me tonight. Liberatore and Littell, Cardinals and Reds. Reds, man. Reds were right there. Now they're like 4.5 back. They feel like they're going the other direction. Hauser, Mitchell Parker, Rays, Nats, Elders, Suarez. See if the Phillies can continue to lay a smackdown on the Braves. Bieber, here's the second Bieber start, so very excited for this one. I don't know how I'm going to manage tomorrow. I have too much to watch. Too much to watch tomorrow. There's some days like this, and I love it. But I will watch every pitch of these games. Bieber, Peralta. Skeens at the Red Sox. And that's Toll. Skeens and Toll. I love it. A mustache showdown. Kirby, Logan Allen. Sorry, George Kirby. You're my guy. I'm probably not watching your game tomorrow. Yuri Perez, Jonah Tong. Let's go. Carlos Rodon. And then they're facing Yoendrys Gomez, who was actually... Yoendrys Gomez was on the Yankees at the beginning of the year. Wow, Tom Selleck's at bat back in 19... Okay, we'll give that at some point. Tyler Anderson, Christian Javier. Christian Javier was throwing like 89 last game. Hope he's feeling okay. Chris Paddock, Seth Lugo. I mean, it's not a bad matchup. Nestor, Zebby Matthews, Padres Twins, Cade Horton, Herman Marquez. Herman Marquez, where you been, my brother? At Coors. Cubs at Coors. Cubs need to snap out of it, man. Leiter and Springs from Sacramento, Texas, and the A's. A's are not a fun team to face. Leiter got kind of beat up a little bit by Nick Kurtz that last time they matched up, so we'll see how that goes. Gallen, Blake Snell. So now it's going to be Diamondbacks, Dodgers. Diamondbacks always play Dodgers well, so we'll see. Blake Snell. He's been really good lately. Dean Kremer, Robbie Ray. So here's the path to Giants' success is to continue to roll here through the Orioles. Robbie Ray. Orioles lost today to the Red Sox. They flew across the whole country. They've probably just recently landed in San Francisco. They have to get acclimated, and tomorrow they get Robbie Ray. So that's how that works. Anyway, those are the games. There's like at least 5 pitchers that it's excited to watch. Man, that's going to be great. But anyway, catch me tomorrow on the stream. Thanks for hanging. Peace.